Good morning, y'all. I have missed y'all so much. I know I've been away for like, 3 weeks now on a traditional TIFF tutorial, but I am back. So what's up? What y'all guys been doing? I have 3 palettes that we're going to work with today. So y'all have to bear with me on this. I have my favorite. Actually, this has become my new favorite. This is my old favorite, but we're going to work with both of them today. This is Morphe's Natural Wonder. We're going to use that. This is ColourPop's Stone Cold Fox, which I've had for a couple years now. It is one of my favorites because of all of the neutral colors, and there's so many beautiful shades in here. And then we're going to use Morphe's Fierce Fairy Tale palette, which has some brights. And we're going to be using this beautiful yellow today. So, let's get started. Alright, y'all, I've already primed my face, and I used 2 different primers interchangeably, but today I used them both. And y'all already know I'm a huge e.l.f. fan. If you watch any of my previous videos, you know that about me. So, my OG e.l.f. Poreless Putty and Power Grip Primer. I can't get enough of these 2 primers. Like, I've used other primers, and I always go back to e.l.f. because for the price point and the product, you cannot beat e.l.f. Like, you literally cannot beat e.l.f. Okay, so, current events. Have y'all heard about P. Diddy? P. Diddy. His house got raided. Like, what? Okay, there have been signs, and you can't ignore the signs. You can't ignore the signs. Like, he's kind of creepy. And there have been people come out and say all these things against him or whatever. Oh, everybody's just like, oh, they're crazy. You know, the whole Orlando Brown thing. If y'all follow that on TikTok, y'all know what I'm talking about. He came out and said all this stuff about Diddy. Cat Williams even. Like, oh, Cat's just talking stuff, you know. Come on. Come on. And then the whole Nickelodeon stuff. That's just like minuscule compared to everything that's going on in Hollywood. It's a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so y'all drop some comments and let me know y'all's thoughts, because I've been following this stuff on TikTok and everything, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And he supposedly had a underground water tunnel that he escaped from. Okay, spend your money on what you want, I guess, but why would you need some stuff like that if you're not doing some off-the-wall kind of crap, you know? But anyway, there's like been videos resurfaced to him with little girls that he supposedly adopted, and it was just creepy. Like, the little girl was introducing herself, and instead of just saying, hey, my name is so-and-so, she's like, hey, my name is so-and-so, and then she says her zodiac sign, and the whole thing is just really creepy. And people are saying, oh, that's her introduction for other, you know, sex traffickers. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be zucked and taken down, but you get it. There's like a whole mess going on with Hollywood, and I think it's gonna come tumbling down eventually. I mean, it's years in the making. Some of this stuff with Nickelodeon that's finally coming out, like, if you go back and watch some of the things as an adult, you're like, holy crap, like, that is extremely sexual and gross. And you don't catch all that stuff when you're a child because you're pure, your mind is pure. You don't catch those things. But that is a platform from these, I'm not even gonna say just men, not just men, women too, these people to come on there and get their rocks off at the pleasures of kids. And it's freaking disgusting, and I'm glad it's finally coming to a head. And y'all, as y'all can probably tell, my ring light broke, so I'm using sunlight from my window that is directly across from me, so it's not going to be as bright. So I hope y'all can see everything that I've got going on today with my eyeshadow, because that is the most important part of my tutorials, because, well, it just is. But anyway, moving on. Time for some foundation, and then we're going to do our e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I've been stuck to this for months, but y'all, I repeat it in every video. This is Wet n Wild's Tinted Hydrator. I have not switched it up. I have not switched up my foundation or concealer game, so that is what I'm doing today. Both of those y'all can get at Walmart. if you're curious. And, oh, what is that? I am off my game today so bad because I have not done a tutorial in 3 weeks. Well, the typical tutorial. But I'm back. That's all that matters. When I first started this, rock the table. When I first started this, I wanted to stay completely consistent with everything. But there's been so much crap that has gone on for me in the past couple months, and it's just not been I've not been able to hold myself accountable for that. But I have taken it upon myself to go on my Facebook account and let y'all know, keep y'all updated with my situations and everything. Let me get my hair out of the way. Oh, did I just put that in my hair? Did y'all see that? I do that every video. I don't know if anyone noticed it when I went back on one video and I had like this giant foundation streak all the way down my hair. Okay, I'm back. So, like I was saying, I've had just this huge amount of crap going on the past couple of months, back to back, and unforeseen things. Some of them, things just didn't go as planned, but I'm back. And I will try to be more consistent. I'm not going to say what days I'm going to upload because I feel like that puts a little bit of pressure on me when I'm not able to hold myself accountable for that. But just know that what you don't see is, things that I'm going through privately. And sometimes I share some of it, some I don't. But I'm here and I have my little book that I keep my plans in, and I want to continue to make tutorials for you guys and share my tips and just be here. Okay, when I'm doing my makeup, I go between 75 million brushes, and these are new. These are from my friend Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. These are awesome. I love these. I've never used these until recently, until she got them for me. I've never used a flat brush like these. I usually use this type a brush, but these are really awesome. It's like it blends super smoothly, and I go back and forth with my brushes. When I'm doing my foundation, I probably do 2 to 3 foundation brushes, just because I like the way it applies better instead of using just one brush, because I feel like one brush tends to typically get bogged down, and if you go back and forth with brushes, they don't do that. These are Profusion, by the way, in case you're wondering. This is the multi-use brush. There is an entire set of these, but this is just, you can use this for foundations, concealers, cream products. You can even use this for powder products, but today I'm going to use it for my foundation. And then when I'm done blending, this is actually blending so well. And y'all, my face is a little bit red from some medication I'm finishing up, but it peeks through a little bit. But I don't want to add too much foundation. What I like to do is I do my foundation. If I need to go back and add some more, I'll go back and add more, but I don't put too much on at one time because it's hard to balance that out. It's hard to take away, but it's easier to just add it in my hair, y'all. My hair. Okay, we're gonna switch brushes now so we're not getting bogged down. Blend it down the neck. Don't ever forget that. Trust me, I did that. I'm like my own worst critic at times, and I like, you're supposed to practice what you preach, right? Well, I leave the house one day and it was completely unblended down my neck. There was like this line, and I was like, what did I do? But I was in a hurry. But then I got into the sunlight and I'm like, okay, we did that. So as you can see, it's blended quite beautifully. I love these. These are really awesome. Again, these are Profusion. Ooh. Y'all, every time I do my makeup, these little hairs get stuck to my face. It's super annoying. Okay, next step is what? You tell me. How do y'all do y'all's makeup? Because I've seen some people put on their concealer first and then their foundation. Never works for me. It has never worked for me. I have no idea why. Hang on one second while I find some music. Okay. It's never worked. So I do my foundation first and then I do my concealer. Of course, as you should, moisturize properly before you apply anything. It's best to wash your face, put your moisturizer on. Whatever your steps are in makeup, make that your first step, and I keep bumping this table. Your foundation is going to go on super smooth. That's the goal anyway. So it all starts, your base is always going to start, or should always start, with a good moisturizer. I can't talk. So it doesn't have to be anything expensive unless you just want it to be, but I use Equate's brand. That's Walmart's brand. It's like Neutrogena, oil free. So I think it's like $6, and the bottle lasts a good bit. I use that pretty much year round, except this past winter I had to switch to I think it was Cetaphil, the thick moisturizer Cetaphil, because that the thinner one, the Neutrogena, it just was not cutting it during those harsh winter days that we had with all the ice and everything. My skin just got super dry, but on a daily basis that works like wonderfully. There's this other brand, I don't exactly know how they're trying to pronounce it, but it's called ITK at Walmart, and it's a they have different products, but the product that I picked up was an eye moisturizer and an eye depuffer in the same bottle, and it's worked well too. I didn't use it today. I forgot about that one, but it works well too. Just in case you're in the market for a moisturizer and you don't know where to start, you don't have to spend a ton of money on that. You don't have to spend a ton of money on anything, any makeup product. It's just whatever your budget is, or whatever you prefer to spend. There is something out there for everybody, and that's what I always try to tell y'all in my videos. Like, there's always something out there for everyone. There's higher priced point products, there's more affordable drugstore products, which is what I tend to stick to, because I just really cannot see myself paying $75 for a eye palette that's, half the size, and you get like 4 to 6 shadows. That's, most of us, I won't say everybody, or, in this time, trying to budget. A lot of people. And you want to look good, so you don't want to like break your wallet trying to get products, and that's fine. But if you want to splurge, there are some great products out there. There really are. Like, Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha Denona, all those are like high-end type of products that you won't see me having very often, if ever. But if I do want to splurge on those, they are options. Now, there are so many Jeffree Star products that I want to get. I love Jeffree Star. So, but like I said, if you want to splurge on that, those are options, and I'm all for it if that's, what you want to spend your money on. But like I said, there are cheaper alternatives. Y'all work with me. I get tongue-tied. But y'all should know me. Like, my favorite products are e.l.f. and CoverGirl and Milani and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, affordable stuff. But hey, I would like to splurge a little bit every now and then, but I cannot. Like, there's so many things that I could do with money other than that, but it's okay. All right, moving on to cream blush. Y'all know I love my e.l.f. This is, again, my e.l.f. Putty Blush. They have different shades, but this one's my favorite. This is Fiji, and it's adorbs. It is adorbs. I've had many cream blush products, but I've stuck to two lately. It's this one, and Profusion Blush Hour in the shade Mai Tai. It is a more peachy type of color. I love both of them. But for today's look, I am using some yellow on my eyes. So I kind of want to balance that out with a pink on my cheeks. So that's what we're going to do. And I just take an e.l.f. brush or an angled brush of any type and just dip it right into the product. And just apply it. And you can build this up because no matter how much cream blush you're going to put on your face, you're going to top that with powder. So it's going to dull it down a little bit. So if you want to go ham with that, go ham. That's what I do. We're also going to top the blush with more blush once we get done. So I love blush. This is one of, like, putting on the blush, that's probably my favorite step to my whole makeup process. Okay, y'all girls, do y'all remember the little blush and eyeshadow palettes that you would get as a child? Oh my God, those are so nostalgic. I'm sure they still make them, but I don't know if they smell the same. Like, if y'all know what I'm talking about, they had this distinct smell. And I thought I was just everything with my little palette. You know what I mean? I love those. I would get those little palettes and the little heels. Oh, those little earrings that stuck on. Do y'all remember those? Oh my God, that's so nostalgic. I'm just like bringing back all kind of memories with those. But those little makeup palettes, they had the most wonderful little smell, and I miss it. I miss those days sometimes. Like, you think about your childhood and how the years just go by really quick, it seems like, and then you're an adult, and then you have all these bills and responsibilities and stuff. You are the adult. You can't be like, I need an adult. No, you're the adult now. You're the adult now. So I always tell my son, he's always like, oh, I want to be an adult. I want to do this and do that. No, you don't, baby. No, you don't. No, you don't. Enjoy your childhood because you only get one. And be a kid, you know? Excuse me while I put something on my crusty lips. No, I cannot stand to have nothing on my lips. I have some kind of something, chapstick, Aquaphor, something on my lips all the time. No crusty lips around here. All right, we have officially finished all of our cream products. Time to move on to our powder. And y'all already know. You know what it is over here. I'm stuck to it. I can't stop. Won't stop. No, seriously, I love it. I love this and Halo Glow by e.l.f. But this is in stock more. And I just really hate waiting for stuff from Amazon. So I'm almost out of this, by the way. Have a little bit left. Maybe we can work with that. Okay, so we're going to work with what we have because I got to get some more of that today. But before you get started on your cream products, I mean your powder, go back and smooth out those under eyes. You don't want to set any creases, and then you take your little powdered brush. I kind of more press into the lower eye and the lid. I make a mess. I make a huge mess with my powders. That's okay. It's my mess. And then I just go back in with whatever product we have left today, which isn't a lot. And just put my little powder brush in, watch powder fly all over the place. And then set the rest of my face. See, as you can see, the powder is going to dull that blush down just a little. Not a ton, so. But I want that blush. I want that blush to show today. I want to have my little pink cheeks going on. I love it. It's so cute. All right. So, face is set. If you notice any blotchy, shiny spots after you're done, you can just go back in. And next, we are moving on. And the next step is we're gonna do our eyebrows, because I'm not one of those girlies with the thick eyebrows and the perfect brows that are already there. Just not working for me. So we're gonna do those brows. We're gonna do those brows. We're also gonna go in and do our little bit of bronzing. I don't necessarily contour. If you watch my videos, you know that I don't. Oh my gosh, I don't really say I know what I'm doing with my contouring because I don't. I just do what works for me. So this is one of those brushes from the set. This is a contour brush. So I've actually been using this. Oh, another hair. I've been using this since I got it, and I love it. And I take it and I put my contour down my nose, which I actually just use my bronzer to contour with. I don't like have anything special to do my contouring with, which there are contouring sticks and products, but I just don't work with them. They don't look right on me. I cannot get them to do the way I want them to, but you do what works for you. That's the point. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get on my brows and I'm gonna do my contouring, and we'll get started on our eyes. Okay, y'all, it's eyeshadow time. I went ahead and did my wings, did my brows, got everything on with my bronzing. Then we're gonna get started. We're gonna start with our Natural Wonder palette. I love this palette, y'all. It has become my new everyday fave because you can just do so many looks with it. So we're gonna start with the base. And for our base, I just want a typical fluffy brush minus extra hair. And we're gonna go in probably, let me see, probably with this shade. Oop, I just paused my music. We're probably gonna go in with this shade right here called Grounded. Yeah, right here. Just a pretty kind of orangey tan shade. And we're just gonna go into our palette and dab off the excess into your floor. And just gonna lightly take that right across the lid. Just light windshield motions. You don't want it to overtake the look. This is a base, so light hand. And we're just gonna do the same thing with the other eye. That's simple, but always dab off your excess, because I tell y'all this in every single tutorial, you do not want fallout. Some people choose to do their eyes before their foundation and things. I have tried it. It just typically does not work for me. I like to have a canvas to work with, and that's just how I've always done my makeup. But if you prefer to do your eyes first, there's nothing wrong with that. I just choose to do my base first, all my foundations, powders, things like that first, and then I can see how the eye look is coming together. But whatever you prefer, that is perfectly fine. It's your makeup and you choose to do it exactly how you want to do it, and don't let anybody ever tell you different. All right, this is where things are going to get fun. We're moving into that colorful Morphe palette, and we're going to go in with this shade right here. So pretty. It's called Boo and Bee, and we're going to put that right on our lid. And then once we get that worked in nicely, we're going to go in back into our Natural Wonder palette, and we're going to add some shade on the outer corner. Y'all, my workspace is literally a flipping mess over here. If y'all could only see, if y'all could only see what I'm working with over here with all these brushes and paper towels and everything down here, y'all be like, oh, this girl's unorganized. But I am. I really am. But when I'm doing my shadow, I'm going to put this mirror here. Okay, and this doesn't appear to be a very, I've not even used this color before. This is something I decided to do like yesterday. So I've not used this shade before. Y'all can tell I got my 90s playlist going. So that's just giving like this little subtle shade right now, but we're gonna hit it with some more yellow and try to make it brighter. This is just to get us started. When you're doing this, you can go in with a little bit heavier hand with this packing brush because you want that color to be more pigmented. And see, I am getting a little bit of fallout, but typically it's not bad for me because I do dab off the excess. But what I like to do is take a fluffy brush and kind of dab off the excess or wipe off the excess when it gets to that. But like I said, I always go in and dab off the excess as I go. That way it's not getting everywhere. So y'all can see it's getting there. We're gonna make it brighter. Trust me on that one because I love this yellow. And this is gonna come together so beautifully, or at least that's the goal. We'll see. Okay, so when I'm working, I move the brushes that I've already used to the side, but I still have them next to me so I can see what I've used already, and I can go back into that brush as needed. All right, we're gonna jump back into this Morphe palette. I meant to say my Morphe Natural Wonder since I'm working out of 2 Morphe palettes today, but we're gonna go into the Natural Wonder palette again. Let me see what I wrote down here. It doesn't have the names in the palette, as y'all can see. Like, there's no names written there. Not a fan of that. That has not been a strong point for me with this palette, but the color story is just beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go in with this shade right here. This is called Off Trail. It's like a mahogany type color, and it's a matte. There are no shimmers in this one, which is what I want for this part of the look. And I'm just gonna, of course, dab that off, and let's go into the outer corner right here, just to kind of deepen the corner up just a little bit. Light-handed. Very fast windshield wipers or very slow windshield wipers, whatever you prefer. And just kind of deepen that corner up just a little bit. See that? Took it to another level. Gives your eye a little bit of depth on those shades. Same thing. And these shades really bring out my eye color, but this would work with any eye color. I love to work with golds. If y'all have followed me, you know that. And greens. Greens tend to bring out my eye color as well, but these shades can work for any eye color, so don't be scared if you don't have blue eyes. I'm just telling y'all what works for me, but they will work for your eye color too. I promise you. Okay, so what we're going to do now, since we have that shade deepened on the outer corner, we're going to go back in to the colorful palette and we're going to do a trick. Okay, and that trick I was talking about, we're going to spray our brush. I use Milani's Make It Last. You can use whatever you like. This is just what I typically use. Because it just lasts longer. You're going to spray that brush and go right back into that color. Yes, it's going to wet your palette just a little bit, but it's going to... Okay, I don't like this brush. It's not working. It's not working for me, guys. I was going to show y'all the trick, and now it didn't work with that brush. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to switch it up completely. And that happens if y'all watch my videos. Y'all know, like, I'll say one thing and I'll go right back and do something else. But that's just how I am in real life. I don't have a plan with anything. I just wing it. Oh, see? Look at that. Look how pretty. Sometimes using your finger to apply your makeup, your eyeshadows, work better. You see, that's just giving like this pretty yellow sunflower type shade. Oh, I love that. Okay. Well, that eyeshadow, eyeshadow and setting spray, it typically does work, but that brush is just not the right appliance for today. Okay, I kind of like this. I'm gonna add just a little bit more yellow. And you can build this up as much as you want, which is what I'm doing today because I just love that yellow shade. And if you want to go back over with a blending brush, kind of blend things out, do that. We're going to do that too, just to make sure things are blended out a little bit. So I'm going to go take this big fluffy blending brush. My leg itches, sorry. So we're going to, it's clean, so we're going to go back in and kind of fluff around the edges just to blend things together. And don't leave any harsh lines between your yellow and your matte mahogany. Okay, I'm in love. I love it. All right, we're going to go back into this palette and we're going to pick this shade called Coyote Call. It's like a reddish brick color. So we're going to use that. Excuse me while I get this playlist on something that I care to listen to because this is not actually something that I have put together. Okay, we're going to listen to Backstreet Boys. Y'all, my playlists go wild. They're everywhere. Today I just put it on like a like a 90s type playlist. But we're about to change it up in just a second. Okay, like I was saying, we're going to go into that brick. Very gentle hand with this. Very gentle. Dab off your excess. We're just going to put like a little right here in this area on your brow bone. Just lightly dust it. As y'all can see, it's putting a little bit of color right there. You don't want to go crazy with it. Just a light dust and kind of bring it down to your wingtip here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect ever with me. So like I always say, if you're looking for perfection, you haven't found it. Not here. Okay, see what I mean? That side's a little bit lighter than this side. That's why I say I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Like, I mess up my makeup all the time, but it's all about learning. Like, whenever I do these tutorials for you guys, I'm in a learning process myself constantly. I'm constantly challenging myself to, you know, come up with different ideas and try them out and just, you know, whatever works, works, and what doesn't, doesn't. But it's all about the process for me. I love it. I love doing different things and challenging myself that way. Okay. I'm making a mess. All right. So for our waterline, we're going to go into not making messes over here and knocking all my stuff down. We're going to go into Stone Cold Fox palette. Okay, we're going to go into our Stone Cold Fox palette. And we are going to use, let me see if I can find the proper brush. Y'all, I am the clumsiest. Me and my son. I thought I was the clumsiest person on the planet until my son came along and he just starts bumping into everything. And this child fell like 3 times in the amount of, let's see, probably the time span of like 2 hours. I'm like, baby, I'm going to put you in a bubble if you don't sit down because he's so clumsy. But, okay. We're going to go into Fickle Fate, which is, give me a second, I can't see. Y'all, I'm blind. I'm blind. Okay. Do not look at this palette. It's nasty. Okay, I've had it like 3 years. Of course it's going to be, but this is a shade we're going to use. We're just going to buff that out on the lower lash line. Dab the excess off. Try not to poke out your eyeball like I do sometimes. Y'all can see what I'm doing. I tend to forget that I have the camera in front of my face and I put the mirror in front of the camera and then y'all can't see me. Okay, so just kind of buff that. That's the wrong shade. Leave it to me to dip into the wrong color. Just kind of buff that brown out underneath. I love this. I love doing this. Taking the time just to do my makeup and talk to you guys. It's so therapeutic, as I've said many times. And it is very therapeutic for me. So if you're a part of watching my videos, you already know. Y'all are part of my therapy. Y'all keep me going. Give me something to look forward to other than life's brutalities. I'm just kidding. Okay. So next color we're going to go in with, we're going to go back into our Natural Wonder palette because we're going to top this brown with some pretty sparkly gold. It's like a, not really, I wouldn't say gold. Y'all don't look at my double chin. Okay. I'm just kidding. So look, wrong shade. That shade. That's the shade we're going to go in with. Okay. Y'all, I'll leave all of my like awkwardness in these videos now because why not? This is who I am. And if there's any awkwardness in these videos, that's part of me. Like, I don't want to take it out and edit myself out and water myself down. I don't do that anymore. Okay, we're back, and like I said, we're going to go into our palette with that champagne color and just kind of put it right over top that brown. And get it all in your eyeball like I just did. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm a mess. Hot mess central right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it will show up better in like photos and in person and things like that. Kind of hard to see right now without my ring light. I'm so sad about my ring light. I have to get another one. Okay, anyway, I got that all in my eyeball, but try not to do like I just did and poke it right in your eye. I thought about doing this look with a yellow eyeliner. I don't have one. I was looking through my stuff and I was like, I thought I had like a yellow eyeliner. I know I have green, things like that, but I don't have a yellow. I was like, well, we're just gonna have to use black because I don't have a yellow to match my yellow eyeshadow. It's kind of disappointing, but moving on. So y'all be patient with me. Like I said, when I'm working, if I have something planned out, for the most part, I have my little notebook here that I work from and knock things down in front of my face. So that's done, and y'all know me. When I do a makeup look, I normally just put something up here. I'm trying to debate whether I'm going to do that today. I think I am. Because that's like become a part of my routine now. Like, I love doing that. Okay. Y'all, I've made a complete mess in front of me over here. If y'all could see this, y'all be like, girl, get it together. I try, okay? I try. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in with that same shade that we just put on our lower lash line, that champagne color. And just do a little bit right under the brow. Don't want to go too heavy-handed with it today, simply because I want that brick color to still pop. I don't want to do too much, but just a little bit under the brow. Okay, and I always love to go back and put in something in the inner corner, so give me a second while I figure that out. Okay, so with that being said, let's dust off a little bit of the excess that might have fallen out here. And I like to typically use my finger when I'm putting something on my inner corner. So we're gonna go in this. No, change my mind. We're not. We're gonna go back into our Natural Wonder palette and put something there. I love this. It's so pretty. I love how it's turning out. And y'all, I've said it a million times. If you want to get into makeup, don't let anybody tell you that you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. There's no certain rules to this, okay? It's just your creativity. Whatever you think suits you, do that. If it makes your little soul happy, makes your heart sing, do it, okay? Do it, and don't worry about what anyone else thinks, because this is not their face, this is your face, okay? And it wipes off, you know. Makeup wipes, soap and water, you know. It's just another day. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the steps. Enjoy the therapeuticness of it. If that helps you, if it makes you feel good about yourself, whatever your reasons for doing and wearing makeup, I applaud you. And if you don't like makeup at all, I applaud you. Love yourself. This is not about not loving yourself. This is about expressing your creativity and doing something that you love. That's it. All right, guys. I have gone in with Telescopic Lift Waterproof by L'Oreal. It is one of my faves. I have many, but that's what I use today. And I'm going to go in with Maybelline Fit Me's blush in the shade Rose. Told y'all we were going to add more blush. I didn't forget. You can add as little or as much as you like. I like a lot. It balances off this yellow too and goes well with that. Yes, I am adding a lot. Keep adding and keep adding. Okay, I'm going to go in now and do some highlighter. And today I'm going to use Milani's Dolce Perla Baked Highlighter. It's another favorite. If I can get it open. Okay. So what we're going to do, I just twirl my little brush and dab it off in the pan. And that's what I do, a little back and forth, straight down my cheek. Don't just go straight across, because you're just going to have like this weird line. So kind of do it like so. Don't know what that is, stuck to my face. I like to put some on my nose and my brow bone. I mean, my Cupid's bow, and then above my brows. Okay, it's lip color time. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope y'all love it. I love the eye color combination today. I love the yellow. I love the mattes, the brick color, the shimmers we got going on. I love it all. So if y'all wonder what my lip color combination is today, one that I've shown 10,000 times, but my tried and true. I love it. It goes with just about every look. LA Colors Gel Lip Liner in my favorite nude, and NYX Butter Gloss in Bit of Honey. It is my favorite lip combo, and I will use it forever and ever and never stop. So, and of course I set everything down with my Milani Make It Last Original, and that's that. Let me bring y'all in so y'all can see a little closer. Get my hair out of the way. And that's it. I hope y'all got your makeup out. I hope y'all did your makeup. Hope you learned something. If you didn't get to do your makeup yet, hope you save this video and do it later and enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting. And as always,